high it touched the stars. Belongs to no one else, it's only ours. A lightning bolt has struck my soul. Will last forever, we don't know. You and I will be one, even if it's not what they want. In this storm we will be seen exactly how we're meant to be. Flying high, we touch the clouds. Don't hold him back, it's our terms now. Don't run too fast, don't go too far. They want to question who we are. The sea and the sky appear as one. We're heading there, reach for the sun. A pebble light is what we find, but it makes no difference, 'cause love is blind. You and I will be one, even if it's not what they want. In this storm we will be seen exactly how we're meant to be. Flying high, we touch the clouds. Don't hold him back, it's our terms now. Don't run too fast, don't go too far. They want to question who we are. You and I will be one, even if it's not what they want. In this storm we will be seen exactly how we're meant to be. Flying high, we touch the clouds. Don't hold him back, it's our terms now. Don't run too fast, don't go too far. They want to question who we are. You and I will be one, even if it's not what they want. In this storm we will be seen exactly how we're meant to be. Flying high, we touch the clouds. Don't hold him back, it's our terms now. Don't run too fast, don't go too far. They want to question who we are. Question who we are. Question who we are.
Welcome to the second ever episode of Real People here on Loch Lomond TV. Now, we've already heard from Jack James Mullen tonight. He started off the show with his own song, and we will be hearing from Alfie King a little bit later with his own song as well. But before we do that, we're going to have a little chat with the boys. So how are you doing? Okay?
I'm doing excellent. I'm doing perfectly fine.
I'm doing what Jack said. I'm doing great as well.
You're doing great as well. Good. So the boys have actually just won Young Scot or Young Scots of the Year. So how does that feel?
It's quite surreal. I was very, very shocked when we won it.
Yeah.
I was sitting on my phone when we won it, so yeah, I was just
Honestly, I was shocked
blown away.
Yeah, I was shocked as well. Honestly, I was eating my dinner. I was in the middle of eating it. I was like, okay, we have to stay on for this last one to see who wins and maybe congratulate them. And then it said Jack and Alfie. You know, honestly, I was so shocked. Literally, a piece of all over my face. I had to put it down and then like act like I was like ready to like do a speech. So it's very crazy.
And I saw the shock in your faces actually.
Yes.
It was quite evident.
Yes.
You did not expect that at all, did
not
you?
At all, not at all.
So, and it was great to get an award as it was, let alone to have the actual overall Young Scots of the Year. So well done to you boys.
Thank you.
And just for any of the viewers that don't know how the guys won it, so you can tell us a bit about how you actually won the award.
We done a lot of charity work. We donated, I think it was £5,000 towards a bunch of different charities. We went out singing outside our care homes and delivered Easter eggs.
Yeah, we did a Christmas toy appeal for like people that didn't have toys at Christmas, and we just made sure to give back to the people that support us.
You started this at the kind of start of lockdown, didn't
Yeah.
you? So basically all the people in the homes were kind of trapped, and you were
Yes.
giving them a little bit of a kind of release, a wee bit
Yeah.
of fun,
Yeah.
and it was evident in their faces as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That must have
Yeah.
made your day, seeing them at the window smiling and
Yeah,
enjoying.
it was a bit of both because you know you kind of wanted to go away and give them a hug, the ones that are crying, but it's also great to see them smiling and happy, and especially in like times like this. So it was great.
Yeah. So how many did you do? How many homes did you do in total? Do you know? Did you always count so many?
Yeah, I've lost count.
I
Yes.
don't know. It's got to be maybe 15 something. Like that.
Yeah,
I don't
around
know.
that.
So quite a few. So you cheered up quite a lot of people during
Yeah.
that. So it's a well-deserved award. So congratulations
Thank
to you
you,
both.
Thank you.
Must be amazing. Must be great to have achieved that and to
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
that award. So you both write your own music as well. So you are singers. So and Jack, I know you've performed for us before at the Hillsborough Winter Festival. That was 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And Alfie's not done anything with us yet. I don't know how things are going to go this year, whether we're going to have these outdoor festivals, but fingers crossed.
Can
So
only
how
hope.
long have you been writing your own music and singing?
Well, I've only started really writing my own music since the start of lockdown. There's always something I wanted to do, but like never really had the time or like effort to do it, like work ethic to do it. So when lockdown came, I thought, you know, let's just give this a shot. And I probably wrote at least 10 songs, and like at least 7 of those that went in the bin. So it's really good to like put your thoughts down into music and then make it into something big.
So and what about yourself, Jack? How?
It was like the start of lockdown, and I got recommended to make my own stuff because I was doing like all sorts of different genres of music and stuff like that. So I got recommended to maybe write my own music and do my own stuff instead of just doing covers and all that. And it was quite interesting to get into, and I'm still quite enjoying it.
Yeah, so have you got some more songs in you both, do you think? Have you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one on the way for Chaz.
Right, okay.
I'm writing a song for Chaz, but it should be coming soon, hopefully anyway.
Good, and what's that called?
I've been inspired.
Be Inspired.
That's the one, right.
Be Inspired.
Aye.
And what about yourself, Alfie?
Well, the one I'm singing today is one that I'm hopefully releasing soon, which has already been recorded, but I got the mix the other day, so hopefully it finishes soon and we can release it by nearly the start of summer. So that's what I'm hoping to do, and it's called Without You.
Good stuff. So any other plans? I know you, Alfie, you're presenting for River Radio as well.
Yeah.
We had Alan and Paul on 2 weeks ago on the show. So how are you enjoying that side of things?
Honestly, it's a great experience, and it's great to like go into all the team meetings we have and like learn new things about radio and like how to be a presenter. So it's a really great experience. I'm really enjoying like discovering new songs and songs with different genres and like new artists that I can just play.
Yeah.
Also enjoying finding like new unsigned artists that I can hopefully like get their name out and get them played, because that wouldn't normally happen on like mainstream radios.
And what about yourself, Jack? Anything else on the horizon?
Hopefully we get back into busking again because the
Right.
lockdown is getting lifted, and that'll be very good. And we can also do more charity work and go and sing in more care homes, and yeah, so that'll be good.
So you're going to do more of that together as well?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, brilliant, good. If anyone wants to find where your music is or follow you, how would they do that?
You can find me on Instagram at Jack James Mullen and Facebook. You can also get my iTunes and Amazon Music and Spotify under the same name as well.
And for me, it's Instagram at Alfie J King Music, Facebook it's Alfie J King, and Spotify it's again Alfie J King, which is also on iTunes and Amazon Music as well.
Brilliant. Okay, and you're always obviously keeping your social medias up to date.
Yes,
A lot on
yes.
there, so keeping the content fresh and,
Yeah,
and busy.
that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Good, good. You need to give me some tips. I haven't a clue. I'm useless with Snapagram. I really don't know what to do with it. But or InstaChat, what's it called? Something like that, InstaChat. Yep. So yep. Anyway, we'll get there. So we will be hearing from Alfie a wee bit later on, and Alfie will be performing his own song for us as well. So thanks so much, boys, for coming on.
Thank
No
you.
problem,
Wish
thank
all
you,
the
yeah.
best of luck. You're doing
Thanks.
great
Thank you very
things, and you deserve great success. So you're doing a
Thanks.
great job.
Thanks very
So
much.
doing the local area in Western Bartonshire proud. So well done to you both.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks to Alfie J. King and Jack James Mullen for joining us here on Real People. We will be hearing from Alfie King at the end of the show tonight. But before we hear from Alfie, we will be joined now by Josh Tevendale, who will be discussing life on board the cruise liners. Looking forward to that, something I've always wanted to do. But before we do that, here is Josh in action.
So I'm going to start with a card trick, okay? Most people like card tricks, but I'm more impressed when they come out of a tiny little box like this. It doesn't really make much sense. But I want to try a card trick that's going to get everybody involved that are watching on the other side of the screen, okay? So let me see. Well, I'll get rid of the jokers because we don't need the jokers for this one. But let's see. We'll use we use 5 cards, okay? Check this out. Here we go. I want you to memorize one card. Select that card. Keep it in your thoughts. Keep it in your mind. And you're memorizing the colour, the suit and the value, okay? Have you got it? Perfect. I'm going to give the cards a little mix up just like this, okay? And in doing so, I'm going to remove one of those cards, which is your card, that's going in my pocket. And hopefully, if this has worked, you'll see that your card is a selected card and it's in the back of my pocket. I hope you enjoyed that.
And the final guest on tonight's Real People is Josh Tevendale. Now, Josh is a magician, a singer, an actor. He does it all. But Josh also has cruised the world, but he's going to be telling us about what he's up to now and basically how the current pandemic has actually affected him as well. So welcome, Josh. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
So how are you doing?
I'm great, thank you, yeah, and thanks for having me on here.
It's a pleasure to have you on, and thanks for taking the time to do this. I know you're busy just now. You're working full time like most of us. I mean, even I'm doing a job as well, to be honest, to get me through this. Josh is doing the same. There's a lot of entertainers to go from working on a cruise ship. And what is it you're doing at the moment, Josh?
At the moment, I'm working full time for a distributor. I'm distributing hair products to salons. The company's called Warehouse 5, and yeah, it's going well. I'm really enjoying it, and I mean, it's not quite performing or what I was doing before the pandemic, but it's a living and it's actually really enjoyable for me. So I'm just grateful to be working, to be honest.
And you're enjoying it, which
Yeah.
is a big aspect of it as well, isn't
Absolutely.
it? 'Cause I'm sure there are quite a lot of entertainers and people that have trained like yourself. You've trained professionally, and you're out selling hair products, and there's lots of different entertainers out delivering parcels and all sorts just now to get by. So to
Absolutely.
be able to turn to that must have been difficult at the start, but
It was different. It was something I don't have any prior knowledge of, so I really have had to like train myself and educate myself with regards to products, understanding hair, everything. However, it's such a creative environment. Like stylists and salons, they're very creative people, and I love the social elements of it. Of going in, these are people that are constantly communicating with clients day in and day out. So for me to kind of walk in, it's nice to have a chat, see where they're at, and kind of share knowledge. And it's actually a field that I've actually really enjoyed learning about. So yeah, it's going well, and I'm enjoying it thus far. So yeah.
brilliant, good. So before the pandemic, you were actually cruising the world. You were the Caribbean, wasn't it?
Yes. The last contract I was out was actually out of Mexico. We're cruising around Mexico. The home port was New Orleans, which is a phenomenal city. If anybody was considering going, I could only highly recommend it. There's so much history and so much to do there. It's an incredible city. And for the past 5 years now, on and off, I've been hopping on ships, and it's always been with Carnival Cruise Lines. I was on there as a a singer, and only recently started transitioning to a magician. So it was actually on my last contract there out in New Orleans, I started doing a magic show on the ship. It was in the Comedy Lounge, so it was like a 200, 300 person theatre. And it was just something fun. It was just an addition to me singing on the ship. So I was on there, I was doing that, and my girlfriend, she was my assistant, so she was helping me put it all together. And we got some great feedback, great response from the crew and guests. And from that, the Shoreside team ended up trying to help transition me to become like a full-fledged magician or professional working magician. So the next step would have been a residency spot on one of the ships.
Yeah, you were so close to that before things
so
changed,
close.
weren't you? It's just typical. Just as the pandemic took hold, Josh, you were just waiting on word to actually go and do one of these
Yes.
resident kind of.
Yeah, there was talk of a resident spot opening up, and had COVID not, or the pandemic not hit, who knows where I'd have been just now, but hey, things happen for a reason. And I think a lot of performers, or just a lot of self-employed people, they're quite adaptable, or you need to adapt, as we've all kind of found that out. So yeah, things happen for a reason, and I mean, who knows, nobody knows what's going to happen in the future, so maybe I get back to it, maybe I go back to cruising, but I can still perform here, locally and within Scotland. So
Yeah, and you have been doing that. You've been doing doorstep shows here, haven't you?
yeah,
And
so
a few free ones as well, just to
Yeah.
just to kind of cheer people up during the pandemic, which was a nice thing to do. To be
absolutely, it was good. So obviously lockdown happened, and just to kind of keep myself preoccupied and productive. And to be fair, quite honest, it was actually my girlfriend's idea to do the doorstep show. She was like, "Why don't you obviously promote yourself, but put on the Facebook like community groups, and just see if there's any families in the local area that would like a free magic show. It would just be like 15 minutes at the doorstep or in the garden, and it was predominantly aimed for like families with kids who probably have got their kids 24/7 and don't really know what to do with them. So, but it had a phenomenal response from folk. Within the first 10 minutes of putting up my first ad on one of the community posts, I had about maybe 12 requests for it, and it was only going to be I was doing it one weekend, or like one day a weekend, and what was it? The most I got in a day was about 15, which was far too many to actually still have a day to myself, or to be able to eat and have my breakfast, lunch and dinner. But it turned into a regular thing, so every week I started doing this doorstep show, and anybody that wanted it could just get in touch, request it, and like I said, it was this free 15-20 minute show for folk and their families, and it was great. I was seeing about 8 people a day kind of thing, and it was great response, and it's led to further work. Like I've been asked or requested for birthday parties, as well as inquiries into weddings, so it's been really exciting.
Before we talk about your plans for the future, you brought a few tricks, Josh, yeah?
Yes, would you like to see some?
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
for it. I'm a huge 80s fan, love 80s music, so I'd love to see something with the Rubik's Cube,
Yeah,
actually.
of course.
That would be good.
Well, do you know how to solve one of these?
Not very well. I know what I would have to do, but it'd probably take me 3 hours. But
Well, a couple of known facts about the Rubik's Cube, right? If you mix one of these up, there's over 43 quintillion combinations, okay? However, if you do mix a cube up, you can always solve it within 20 moves or less, and that's a fact. But I'm going to show you my favourite way to solve a Rubik's Cube, okay? So you take the cube and you wave it like a wand, just like Harry Potter, and in doing so, when you finish, you'll find that it's actually completely solved.
now, I'm convinced there must be a button on this somewhere.
You just got to find it.
There's a button on this cube. There must be. That's impossible. I don't know if you remember. I remember in the past there was a wee hidden, concealed black button. But I don't know. I remember.
Well, here,
vaguely.
we'll try this, right? See with the cube. Can you mix the cube up?
Okay.
And whilst you're doing it, you can have a wee look for the button.
Right. I'm going to look for the button. There's definitely a button in here somewhere.
I mean, you're thoroughly mixing up anyway.
Yeah. Well.
This is easy, but you've got to solve it next.
Right.
Perfect.
Okay.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with
In
that.
fact, Can you do one thing? Can you choose a number between 1 and 3 for me?
Do I keep it to myself?
You can share it with us.
Right, okay, number 3.
3. Can you make 3 more rotations? Only 3 though, but any way you like. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. Hopefully, if this has worked, right, I've got another cube just here. All right. If this has worked, hopefully you'll see that 1 side matches, 2 sides match, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5, 6. 6 sides match. Thank you very much, Jim. And here, we've still got this conundrum, the mixed cube, right? But see, when I've taught myself to solve Rubik's Cubes, right? But at the beginning, I used to just hope and wish for the best. And when I did that, usually frustration got the best of me, which ended me just tossing the cube in the air. And sometimes, if you were lucky, it would solve itself. But that was only on a rare occasion. But yeah, thank you.
Can I try that myself?
If you want. You just got to find the button again.
Yep, I'm going to find that button. I'm going to toss this in the air, and it's going to change, and it's going to suddenly solve itself into like all the colours on one side. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Close.
Close.
Just practice.
What are you thinking for the future, Josh? Any plans for?
Honestly, I'm not sure. At the moment, I'm enjoying what I'm doing with the area sales manager. I'm actually really enjoying that. So for the foreseeable, that's keeping me here in Scotland. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean I can't perform, as you say. Like it's from doing the doorstep show, it's definitely opened up other fields and other aspects of being a magician. So like doing birthday parties, weddings, and things. And ultimately, it kind of dawned on me, I'd love the idea of having a residency somewhere in Scotland. So I like in a hotel or a restaurant or some sort of venue within, I don't know, the Glasgow region or even somewhere closer to home, somewhere locally, where people would come and see, rather than seeing a stand-up comedy show or maybe a singer, it would be a magician, and it would be like a 30 to 45, maybe even an hour set. And yeah, who knows, that's something I would definitely be looking to explore. So
and how would they get in contact with you, Josh?
Well, I've got different social medias. So on Instagram, it's just Josh Tevendale, and on there you'll actually find quite a lot of video clips of me doing magic as well as singing. But you'll be able to see a couple of like little promo show reels, if you will, of magic tricks. Or on Facebook, it's JT Magic or Josh Tevendale Magic. But you'll be able to find me, and again, you'll see little show reels or little clips of me doing tricks and things.
I think the thing with you as well is you sing, so that could be
Yeah.
an avenue you go down. You could do a singing magic show. We've discussed that before, so it doesn't just do magic. So if you're looking for a wee combination, Josh
A variety
is a man
show.
as well.
We'll do one act magic, and then the other act could be singing.
Exactly. Josh, thanks so much for coming on and taking the time to talk to us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
And Josh is now going to give us some of his magic tricks and give us a wee kind of selection of different tricks for us, Josh.
Absolutely, yeah.
To show the viewers exactly what your skills are, what you can do.
Of course.
What your Harry Potter magic. But thanks so much.
Thank you,
for
Jim.
coming on.
Appreciate
Thank
it. Cheers. Oh, that's enough of cards, right? We don't need any more cards. We've seen enough of those. But I want to try this with you. In fact, hold on a second. Jim, have you got your wallet on you?
Yeah.
Have you got like a bank card I could borrow?
Yeah.
Yeah? Amazing. Can I take that from you just now?
We're going to get it back.
You will get it back in one piece, I promise. So, right. So most of you will know this. Most people have got bank cards. They go to this magic hole in the wall. They put their card in, and it gives you free money. Or that's how I like to think of it anyway. I'm going to show you another way to get money from your credit card or your bank card. Okay. So no sleeves, nothing in my hands. But check this out. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You can actually take money directly from the card, and that's a lovely £20 note. Wow.
So thanks to Josh Tavendale for joining us in the studio tonight, and also to Alfie J. King and Jack James Mullen. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I will be back next Sunday, same time, same place, 7 p.m. here on Loch Lomond TV. Here is Alfie King.
always good to be around you. Oh, how I wish we could stay. When I'm without you, it's like my heart is fully trapped in space. You're way too busy, oh, to be with me. Oh, can it be another way? Give me one chance to, oh, be around you. I'll make the dark into day. 'Cause you make me feel so whole, and it was my heart so, yeah. I'm impatient, I'm growing old without you. Give me a sign of what you're gonna do. I'm not prepared for what we're gonna lose, but I don't care, I'm impatient, oh, without you. Oh, without you. Without you. I know you're right there, oh, waiting for me. I'm way too scared to make a move. But when I rise me, I see inside you. I know that I can be with you. 'Cause you make me feel so whole, and it was my heart stole, yeah. I'm impatient, I'm growing old without you. Give me a sign of what you're gonna do. I'm not prepared for what we're gonna lose, but I don't care, I'm impatient, oh, without you. Without you.